What's going on, everybody? JDBTv here. I am back with another video. Shout out to everybody that is tuning in. I really do appreciate that. Before I get started, make sure y'all like the video and share it. I need y'all to make sure y'all like the videos. It's very important that people see these particular type of videos that I'm going to be putting on this channel. You know, everybody who subscribed to JDBTv right here on YouTube. I will do more videos like this if you make sure that you like the video, okay, and share it. Because we're going to be talking about black men and the dating choices that they make, whether they be rich or they broke as hell, okay? Now, I did a video on my other channel, y'all may have seen it, where I discussed Scottie Pippen, you know, wife leaving him after he took her back when she cheated on him with Future. He took her back, and how does she repay him? She goes and she leaves him and is seeking spousal support and joint custody. You know, it was sort of like, I'm looking really bad out here. Let me get back in a relationship with you and let's work it out. But her end game was to then divorce him once the tension died down. But now it's picking up because, you know, a lot of you black men, man, you got to understand, man, we don't watch our pockets. Everybody else is watching our pockets. We don't watch our own pockets. When I mean watching your pockets, I mean you have to be very careful who you have around you, because there's a lot of leeches out here, okay? There are a lot of women out here, whether it be black, white, whatever, who are looking to get a piece of what we have if we worked hard to get it. Look at these athletes. Look at Scottie Pippen. You know, a great deal can be learned from him, because there are black men who are still going to make the same mistake. You know, I've watched content, I've listened to even Google Hangouts here and there when there are discussions going on. And the one theme I notice is that when you have an ideology such as men going their own way, okay, which is originally about men putting themselves first, leaving the, basically leaving the traditionalist plantation, you know, being the head, no, not head, being the protector and the provider, working hard, supporting the family, marrying the women. They're leaving that behind because society has changed. Women aren't looking for protectors and providers and men. They have the police for that. What they're looking for is a man with bags, a man with money. You know, they're out seeking money. They're seeking opportunity. You know, marriage is a contract, okay? So when you have men going their own way, they're going their own way because they're rejecting what traditionalism has become. And what happens is you have women who will claim that they're independent and they don't need a man, okay? But they will still get into relationships seeking marriage. They independent, they have this feminist ideology, but they still want a traditionalist family. It's very bipolar. It's very dysfunctional, because any female that has a bit of a womanist mindset, for the most part, they're not going to make good wives. They're really not. They're not going to even make good girlfriends. And when you're going your own way, you're rejecting that. You know, you're rejecting that. Some guys will not sleep with women anymore. They won't date women anymore. You know, but that's a very small few. But for the most part, when you're leaving a traditionalist mindset, you know, you're going and putting yourself first. You know, that is hated. And I've seen other men hate that because they want to believe that the majority of women are worth saving, that the majority of relationships are worth saving, or marriages are worth waiting for. But I will say this though, if you're seeking marriage, you better make sure she brings just as much to the table as you. Or you better make sure that she's a woman who really wants to be married or really wants to be in a relationship. But it's very hard to figure that out because most women file the divorces. Just like in Scottie Pippen's situation. Scottie Pippen's wife filed a divorce. She filed the divorce. She wanted that divorce. And that's what you have in these situations, man. You have females who will get married. They'll be married for a long time. but they will go file a divorce, especially if they're still attractive. Take for instance with Scottie Pippen's wife. She's over 40. She has kids by him, but she's still attractive enough to attract men. Look at Kenny Smith's wife. She still believes she's attractive. She wants to get in the dating market again. These women want to go out and party. They want to travel. They want to live that single girl's lifestyle. But you know what? Who's going to be fronting the bill? That's the ex-husband. That's the ex-husband. The ex-husband is going to be taking care of those expenses. And then you got some cleanup man who's going to come in there and remarry them or date them, validate them in these particular situations. That's why you got to be careful. You have to watch your bags, watch your pockets, because other people are going to be watching your pockets too. So you have to make sure that you're watching your own pockets. You know what I'm saying? And that is why you have men who are against marriage, especially when you have something to lose. If you have something to lose, you definitely need to reject marriage, because what exactly are you gaining from it at that particular moment? Because she's going to be gaining more from it than you if you look at it, because women still feel they have value out there, because you got a lot of simps out there. You got a lot of cleanup men, beta males, guys who are willing to play captain, save them. So they're always going to believe that being the first to divorce. And I also will say this though, women will also brag, I've noticed this, will brag about leaving the relationship first. They'll brag about filing for divorce first. Amber Rose does that a lot. She always brags about how she left the relationship with Kanye West, but she still has not been in a solid relationship since then. And maybe that's by choice, but she can't keep doing the stuff she's doing forever. And I noticed that it's almost like they feel like it's going to make them more valuable if they leave the relationship first. This is why you got these women, these ex-trophy wives, divorcing these guys the way that they do. Kimora Lee Simmons did that with Russell Simmons. When she felt like she still had value in the dating market, she divorced him, or however that relationship went, because he was a lot older, a lot younger than him. But anyway. And women will do that because they still believe they can get the man that they want, but they have to leave that relationship. And I just think that that's why marriage is a waste. Marriage is a waste because you put so much into it. You put so much into the wedding and the preparations, and all the time you spent learning about each other and living together all goes down the drain once that woman gets bored, once she no longer wants to be there, once she wants to be single and unattached again. She's gonna be back in the dating market. Well, what's very interesting though is that women will get back in the dating market and they will get right back into another relationship. And you say to yourself, with the guy just that unbearable that you hop from one relationship to the next? And really what it is the fact these women still want to be able to have, basically relations on the regular, and they don't want to be considered, hoes by sleeping around. So they just say, okay, get one guy to sleep with them, and that's what you have with this. So when what we as black men, have to understand is that women think that we're going to be their cleanup man. Women think that they can do whatever they want to us in relationships and come right back to us, can treat us any type of way, can waste our time. And they do that a lot. They waste our time and they think that they can treat us any kind of way. That's their mindset. Their mindset is that we will take anything that they give us. Any amount of attention is good. And that's not the case. We need to have more self-respect for ourselves, because there are plenty of women out there. It seems like there's a lot more women than there is men. So there's a lot to choose from. You don't have to take what these females do to you. You can have sex with a plethora of the women, especially if you have money and resources. You do not have to put up with the games that these women play. Because these females will play a lot of games, okay? A lot of head games. Because they're dysfunctional. Because they have psychological issues. And because they have these issues, they will try to put those issues off on you so you can carry that burden, that emotional roller coaster that a lot of women like to be on. They want you to be on it too. They want somebody else to experience that. And you have to distance yourself from that. You know? That's why you can't be wifing up chicks just because they look good. Because that's not going to work out. I'm telling you right now, you're going to figure out she's either a gold digger, okay? Or she's just a female looking for validation. And once they get that validation, they're going to be looking for a way out of that situation as well. And you have to understand that as a man. You have to understand these particular chicks are going to be looking for an angle out of that situation. You're just going to be a puppet. And you don't want to be a puppet. You want to be a man who thinks for himself and says, what's best for me and my life moving forward. And from what I'm seeing from a lot of these divorces being presented by women, the fact that, you know, men can't even get 50% custody of their kids. You have women who are out there chasing bags, putting men on child support immediately. We don't have any real men's groups that advocate for us. So we're going to have to be extremely careful about how we deal with certain females.